I want you to imagine your attention as capital. Each day, you are given a finite amount. You can invest it wisely or waste it impulsively. You can lend it to distractions that promise quick returns and deliver none, or you can invest it in skills, relationships, and purposes that compound over time. Most people are not poor because they lack money. They are poor because their attention is constantly fragmented, hijacked, and sold to the highest bidder. Reclaiming attention is the first act of freedom. And freedom, in the deepest sense, is not the absence of constraints but the presence of direction. Flow provides that direction by aligning challenge, skill, and purpose into a single stream of experience. When life flows, resistance decreases, not because obstacles vanish, but because you are no longer fighting yourself. This is only the beginning of the journey. In the next part, I will take you deeper into the structure of consciousness itself, how attention works, why it is so easily disrupted, and how learning to order it changes not only how you feel, but who you become. For now, remember this: your life is shaped less by what happens to you than by how fully you are present for what happens. And presence, once mastered, becomes the ultimate form of wealth. As we move further together, I ask you to shift your attention inward, not as an act of introspection for its own sake, but as an act of practical intelligence. Because if there is one domain that determines the quality of your life more than any other, it is not the economy, not your upbringing, not even your personality. It is the structure of your consciousness, and consciousness, contrary to what many believe, is not a passive mirror of reality. It is an active system, constantly selecting, organizing, and interpreting information. What you call your life is the pattern that results from this process. At every moment, far more information reaches your senses than you could ever process. Sound, sensations, memories, expectations, worries, opportunities, these compete relentlessly for entry into awareness. Consciousness is selective because it must be. It is limited. This limitation is not a weakness, it is the source of meaning. If everything mattered equally, nothing would matter at all. Meaning arises when attention is invested deliberately. Attention is your most precious resource. Unlike time or money, it cannot be saved, borrowed, or recovered. Once spent, it is gone forever. Yet most people surrender it without negotiation. They allow it to be pulled by anxiety, by habit, by social pressure, by engineered distraction. The result is not just inefficiency, it is inner disorder. And disorder in consciousness manifests as stress, boredom, and a vague sense that life is slipping away. When attention is scattered, experience becomes fragmented. You may be busy, even successful by external standards, yet feel strangely absent from your own life. This is what I have called psychic entropy, a state in which thoughts and emotions